Good morning. Welcome to 3 Minute Manna. It is good to see you today. It is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we look at the Gospels to see what we can learn from usually another character in the life of Jesus. Yesterday we talked about the account of Jesus healing the 10 lepers where only one man returned. I wanted to ask the question today concerning the Lord's healing. Why did the Lord heal so many people? He healed so many people. Why did he do that? What was the outcome of him doing that? He didn't heal everybody. He was not simply a traveling hospital, if you will. That there were specific reasons. And what were they? What was the outcome of his healing? The first one I would suggest, in Matthew chapter 9, in the account of the paralytic who's brought down through the roof, the Lord healed people as a sign that he was indeed the Son of God, that the Son of Man was also the Son of God, and he had power to forgive sins. So that's one reason that he healed people. He wanted to persuade them to believe that he was who he said he was, that he was the Messiah, the Son of God. That's the first thing. The second thing is that he healed people in an attempt to persuade them to repent of their sins. In Matthew 11 at verse 20, when he's talking about those cities that would not repent, he did so many signs. And one of the purposes of the signs was driving people to turn from their sins, making them understand that the kingdom had come nigh, wanting them to turn to him so he could heal them, he says. And we understand that's spiritually speaking as well, perhaps if not more so. But also, he healed people to persuade them to glorify God. And we looked at that yesterday with the account of the leper. The Lord wanted those 10 men all to glorify God. The reason that he did so many works, you think about as he came into Jerusalem in the triumphal entry, and it talks about all those people who had seen all of those mighty works that he had done, and they all came out glorifying God. Right? That's one reason that he did so many signs. Persuading people to glorify the Father is what he did. But also, I want you to think about Matthew chapter 8. Matthew chapter 8, verse 14. It says, when Jesus had come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother lying sick with a fever. So he touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she arose and served them. He healed so many people because he wanted to persuade them to go on and work for the Lord. I want you to think about that. Peter's mother-in-law, as she was healed, and it's a wonderful and a beautiful thing. And what does she do? She gets up and she serves them, and she works. The Lord heals us because the Lord wants us to follow him and to work for him, for a lack of a better way of putting it. Hope you enjoyed this study today. God bless you. Be a blessing to those around you. We hope to see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for studying with us.